Good afternoon, class. This is going to be your Unit 2 test for Chapters 3 and 4. And I'm just going to go over a few things. Again, this is the actual test. This is just kind of a review. So what I'm going to do is, hopefully this is a better view for you, so when I write on the board you can see it. I'm going to put a sentence on the board, and we'll go from there. Okay, so Ellen submitted the proposal to her supervisor. And in this sentence, we want to know what the word proposal is. Is it a proper noun, or is it a common noun? And this was actually in Chapter 3, I believe, and maybe Chapter 4. But anyway, so this is actually a common noun. A common noun is the same thing as a proper noun. It represents a person, place, or thing. But a common noun is more of a generalized name, and it's not capitalized, whereas a proper noun is capitalized and it's specific. So in this case, this would be a common noun. Okay, the next sentence, the marketing campaign will feature our 2 new products. And then it's going to give you some answers to choose from. Products with an apostrophe S, or products spelled with an ES. The marketing campaign will feature our 2 new products, and hopefully this is the one that you chose. Products with an S. A flock of geese, geeses, or gooses made its migration for the winter. Geese is the plural form of a goose. So plus another goose is going to give you geese. Okay? I'm not going to go over every one of these. I'm just picking out some. Okay, so both companies offer excellent online technical support. So out of A, B, and C, which one would you use? Company with apostrophe S, companies with YS, or companies IES? In this case, we're talking about more than one company, so your answer is going to be IES, companies. Okay, some of the ones that I really wanted to go over was the possessive and plural possessives, because when we did the worksheets, I know there was a lot of confusion about that. Make sure you go back and read your chapter, read the PowerPoint, do the web quizzes, do the Miss Grammar, all those things, because those will help you. Okay, so this one is one of those. hope you can see this marker okay. If not, I do have another color. Okay, you got A, B, and C. Following the tornado, the Harrises the blank Harrises built an underground storm shelter. Okay, so in here, which one of these should we use? Well, we know it's not going to be Harris because we're talking about Harrises, right? People, a family, more than one person, okay? So, wouldn't be this because this is possessive form, okay? So it's going to have to be this one because we're talking about more than one person in that family, okay? Yes. Let me get another marker. Okay, this one, you kind of have something similar to this on your worksheet. Okay, Katrina has two sisters-in-laws who are engineers. So we know that she has two sisters, okay? That's the first thing we'll look at. And they're both in-law, okay? But we're not going to go in-laws. So it's two sisters-in-law, just like sons-in-law, okay? If you're referring to a year, which one would you use? S, apostrophe S, S apostrophe. Always just use an S for year. Same thing if you did 1980s or the 70s. The only time you would put an apostrophe is if you leave out this first part right here, you put an apostrophe right there. Okay. I'm not going to write the whole sentence, just to kind of give you an idea. Okay, many CEOs attended the seminar. When we say many, we're talking about more than one, okay? So it's going to be a plural, okay? So we know there's not going to be any apostrophes. It's just going to be plural, CEOs. Okay, this is one that I want to kind of go over. Okay, both customers' complaints were handled promptly. So, we're talking about more than one. So, here's your A, B, C. Let's see what they have here as your choices. Okay, both customer complaints were handled promptly. So, what we're looking at here is a plural first, customers. So, it could be any one of these right now because they all have an S. And then we're looking at plural possessive. The customers, what? Their complaint. So, in this case, we have to look for the plural first with an S, and then make it possessive by putting the apostrophe after the S. That is a plural possessive. Both customers' complaints, this apostrophe right here is making it possessive. This is making it plural, so that's plural possessive. Make sure you know how to spell the plural form of parentheses. In this case, each new employee will receive 3 months training. 3 months training. Months. 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 So, each employee will receive 3 months training. So again, they're going to receive how many months training? So we know it's going to be plural, okay? And they're all plural, they all have an S. But they're also going to receive training. 3 months of it. So after we make it plural, then we have to make it possessive, because this is going to make it plural, and the apostrophe here is going to make it possessive. So it's another plural possessive. Okay, this was another one that was in your worksheet, but it had different names. And I think it was Tracy and Matt's car. And a lot of people put Tracy's and Matt's car. In that case, you were talking about one car. Tracy and Matt's car. Okay, so this right here is singular. Okay, so this car is both of theirs. If I said Tracy's and Matt's cars, plural, then I would have to put an apostrophe S there. But because I'm only talking about one, then it has to be Tracy and Matt's car. Okay? So this sentence is blank. Cubicles are on the, I'm just going to put fourth floor here, just to shorten it up, okay? Your answers are okay. So Jeff's and Amy's cubicles are on the floor, fourth floor. So remember, because we're talking about one car, only one has to be possessive in this case. Okay, here we're talking about cubicles, so this is going to be plural, okay? So out of these three choices, which one would you choose? A, B, or C? Jeff's and Amy's cubicles. because we're talking about Jeff's cubicle and Amy's cubicle. So we would have to choose A, so they both have an apostrophe S. Then it's going to go into using your pronouns, and make sure you watch the video that I posted for last week. I hope you've saved that somewhere, where I went over chapter 4 and talking about the pronouns. When should I use I? When should I use she? When should I use her versus me? Remember your subjective, objective, and possessive cases. So make sure you look over those. There's only one of these in here, when you should use whomever versus whoever. Okay? And the question is, the grant will be given to whomever or whoever deserves it. In this case, it's going to be whoever. Okay? A lot of times people get this mixed up. Whose car is parked in the CEO's parking space? Whose car? Which one should I use? Whose car is parked in the CEO's parking lot? This stands for who is. Who is car parked in the CEO's parking lot? So we know it's not that one, so it has to be this one. Okay? Make sure you know how to spell stationary. Know how to spell non-discriminatory. Is it one word, two words? Does it have a hyphen? If I'm using the word backup, in this sentence, you should back up your important files daily. Is it two words? Is it one word? Does it have a hyphen? And one more. When do you use the word TO versus TOO? TOO means also or excessive. Okay? In this sentence, the email message had too many errors. Had too many errors. Excessive, so it's going to be TOO. A lot of people get those mixed up. So I just wanted to point that out. Okay, so that's going to be your Unit 2 test review. And again, review all those things I mentioned before you take the test, and good luck.